Hi all, Aditya here from JH Softech. In this session, we are going to discuss about the transport organizer, which is one of the very important topics when you are going for the real-time projects. In this, initially what we discuss is we will be discussing the basic steps that we have to go through to to have a new request number and what exactly is transport organizer all about. Transport organizer is a process which enables us to move all the customization configuration that we have done in the development server to quality server, and from quality to pre-production if it is there, and then to pre-production server. So this movement can happen only through a transport organizer. So here everything is based on a request number. There is whenever you create a request number, there will be something called request number, and under the request number in SE09, when you go and see, there is a request number. Under the request number, we will have something called task number. Task numbers are dynamically generated. For example, if your request number is, I am just taking an example, ECCK 90132, then your task number will be ECCK 90124. Okay, so for here, now let's say, for example, you are saving these request numbers under different tasks. For example, if two people from the same company are saving the tasks under the same request number, then two tasks will be created. So two employees are trying to save the customization configuration under the same request number. Then two tasks will be created, and this this need not be in the serial order because it might be already taken away. I mean, you are basically saving this after a very long time. So 90, it might be 90 or it might be 91345. It need not be in a serial order. So the initial task number that gets created when we are creating a request number will be the immediate next number of the request number that we created, but the future task numbers will be dynamically generated. These request numbers are purely generated by the system. Okay, we are not going to create it on our own. The number cannot be decided. Only the subject, that is the title, is what we can decide. Okay, so let's go ahead into the system and then we just let's look up on that. We are in the customization SE09 transaction now. Let's go ahead and create. Sometimes in the real time you will not be having the access to create the request number. Either your project manager or project lead or technical lead only will be having this access. So sometimes you have to wait for them, ask for them to create it. We have to first go ahead and check whether we have the access in SE09. If you don't have it, then you have to send a request to your reporting person to create a request for us to store all the customization configurations that we have done. Since we are doing it for SAP FICO, then we have to go for customizing request, and workbench request is for the development people, that is the technical people, ABAP people. So transport of copies and all these things we can do. So customization, if you do for transport of copies, the whatever the subject that you have given, text that we have given will follow. So customizing request, new request for JH Softech. Okay, new request for JH Softech. Just click on save, and then a new request will be created. As I discussed in the theory part, we basically will be having the task number, we have the request number, and the request number there will be a task number. So here the whatever description that you have given will follow here, and this is by default coming as customizing task. If any other user will save some of his customization configuration under the same request number, then another task will get created here. Okay, so now once it has been done, this is your request number. Okay, now once it has been done, you have to go ahead into the whatever SPRO transaction, whatever configurations you do. Basically, let's create a simple thing like define trade control area, new entries, and in this you just create something JST. I think JST is already there. JHSI is not there. So this will ask you for it will prompt you for the customizing request, and this is where you have to click on the own request because you already created in SC09. Okay, so now here when you click on own request and see new request for JH Softtek, you have to just click on this request number and then automatically it will be saved under that request. Okay, now here once it has been done, it was saved. Okay, now here I would create another request, another credit control area like okay, JHSP, and just click on save. It is by default saved in the same request number. I'll again come back to this enterprise structure definitions. I'll take company code now. Okay, different company. Okay, I'll just give some. Did I take company or company code? Company, right? JHSI International. Okay, just save it. Country is mandatory. Now here you can create your own request number as well. If you create your own request, it will be automatically saved under that particular request number here. Okay, so new request for JH Softtek International. If you save this and just say OK, then this is what we have. Okay, so this is request created under this request. Now what is that you have to do once you have done these things is you have to first make sure that all the customization configurations whatever you have done is done. Once you have done this, your customization configurations whatever you have done will be visible under this. Okay, so if you have done some changes here, so this will be visible. So when you click on this, okay, here it will not show. In the technical people, for technical people it will show up the program name and all. Okay, so here these are the things that we have done under that request number. When all the customization configurations are done, you have to release this particular request number. Before releasing the request number, we have to release a task number 1023. If I try to release, we will not be able to release because it is not yet released. The task is not yet released. So first of all, whatever tasks are there under that request number should be released. This is the task number. So just try to release this. Once tick mark will come. A tick mark means it is released. Then you have to select this and release. Now what we have to do is the moment it is released, it will perish from the modifiable request numbers. It will not be there anymore in the modifiable thing. Okay, there will be another option here. This will be gone now. So it will be there in the released ones. Now you can see the same request number and the released ones, and once a request is released, you cannot save anything under that particular request. It's freezed, so you cannot save it. You have to generate a new request to again do the savings. And now this request number is what once you have released, you have to inform to the basis team to move it to the quality. So you will not have the authorizations to move all these objects from the development to quality. The basis team will move it from the development to quality, and from there to quality to production. So for each company will have its own process to send a request. In some companies they send just an email. In some companies they send an email CCing your technical project lead or technical lead. Those people will approve it. Only when it is approved by your reporting person, it will be moved to the basis people will move it to the quality and production. In some companies, they use a template, which is an online template which we have to fill and we have to save. The moment you save that online template, automatically the basis team will be that will go and trigger the basis team. The basis team, what exactly they do is they have to check that request number, see for the approvals that this document whatever you have filled will also go to your reporting person. The reporting person have to approve it. Only then it will be moved from the development to quality to production. In some companies, to enhance the security, they give all these requests, whatever access of this basis team to some other company. So what exactly they do is, for example, if I take an example of a project which was done for say Coca-Cola. In Coca-Cola, all the basis team was not from IBM. They were from HP. Hewlett and Packard. So what happens here is they are not our friends that you know you just request them and they move to the quality or production. What we have to do is officially we have to fill in all the required documents that will be gone to HP. From IBM they'll send it to HP, and HP will check all the criteria, and then only they will move to the development to quality production. So overnight we cannot move anything from development to quality production from IBM. Okay, so the movement is handled by some other company. To enhance the security, some people will do like this, but this is not something which we mandatorily do in every project. Okay, so that is how. So the basis people, they have to log in into quality server, and then from there we have to do it. Once they have moved, once the basis team has moved your request, then you can check whether it has moved to the move to transport organizer, and so you can just click on this button and you can see change hierarchy. So where exactly is this particular request? Is it in the development server? Has it been moved to the quality, or has it been moved to the production? All these things you can just see the hierarchy here by clicking this. Okay, fine. So this is about the transport organizer. There are two more transactions which are very popularly used for transport organizer. SE10 is a transport or is a transaction which is very much similar to SE09. So in this SE10, even from the SE10 also we can do all these things. There are very slight changes that we have from transport organizer SE10 and SE09, and SE01 is something which is only for viewing. This is like, basically this is an extended version that is SE01. Mostly we'll use the SE09 and SE10 only, and here we have piece list, client, delivery, transport. So we have some additional features here in the SE0 transaction. Okay, so these are the things that we normally use for SPR. So remember, whatever changes that we have done in the SPRO, and whatever is asking us for a request number, can only be moved from the development to quality to production. When I was discussing the concept of system landscape, when I was telling you that all the things that we have done in the easy access level, what I mean to say is, so at this level in the accounting we have done whatever changes that we have done, or whatever accounts we have created or documents that we have created cannot be moved from development to quality to production. They have to be again done fresh in the production server. So these are called the transactions. So these transactions cannot be moved. Only the customization configuration which can be saved under the request number can be moved from development to quality to production. Okay, so this is all about the transport organizer, especially specifically for functional point of view. And as I told you, in the real time, sometimes you will not have the access to create a new request, so you have to ask your concerned reporting person to create it and give it for you.